Hi guys and girls, I've come into the forest today to try out the very cheap budget tent, under 30 quid. I think it's 25 I paid for this plus postage. It's a lightweight based on the F1 French or F2 French army tent. It's a lightweight pretend version of that with side vents and bug net at the front. My objective is to waterproof it thoroughly before I use it. Because it's really a summer tent, I would say. Sewn in ground sheet, bug net at one end, bug nets along the side walls, lots of ventilation, virtually zero condensation I expect. In the winter I'd throw a tarp over the top, give double insulation, but during the summer months it's an ideal option, a way of reducing weight. So if I carry this tent with its ground sheet, waterproofed, it would act as a sewn-in basha, so I can get rid of my basha for the summer, rid of my bivy bag for keeping dry, poles, because I'll use walking sticks, walking poles, so I can reduce my weight probably by a pound or two or a few kilos, which makes all the difference actually if you total it all up. So I'm trying to find a way of finding comfort, bug-free camping for in woodland and on hills in a waterproof module that is lightweight and very affordable. So stand by while we seal the seams with mastic type glue and then spray the whole tent, and I'll leave it here overnight, 24 hours, and come back tomorrow and pack it away into a small bundle. Instead of the long section, I'll just roll it into a small parcel, and that will fit nicely somewhere on the Bergen. Stand by. So there we are guys, British terrain pattern. So it's not the desert look, but it's still quite light. This is very much the type of camo that NATO are using. But you know, if there's ever a northeast conflict, no doubt uniform camos will adapt. But it's a kind of universal British terrain pattern. Against pine forest, it seems to blend in quite well. From a distance it sticks out like a sore thumb if the terrain is green behind it. But if the terrain is of a lighter mix, then yes, DPM or dark green for me every time. So a close look at this tent. As I say, it was under 30 quid. What I've done is I've daisy chained some paracord so that it's easy to get the tension right on the guy lines and be less likely to slip during the night, tied to the correct position. The pole, I think I'll discard, this chrome coloured pole, although it's very lightweight and strong, beautifully made. There's going to be a problem with that, as people tell me, so even if the pole is up through there, the water could seep in. So I'm going to seal that, and then I can use the pole's dark sprayed green, or use my walking poles inside, which might be the best option. Either way, it's a very good value for money, the Kombat tent. And what I like about this is it's got a very generous overhang for heavy rain and storms at both ends as well. It's easy to assemble. Would you believe this? It only takes 5 minutes to 8 minutes to assemble. It's so quick. Just pin down the 4 corners and then another 4 corners on the roof, and then 2 ends. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pegs. I've changed the pegs to a slightly heavier duty yet lightweight alloy, easy to find in the undergrowth when extracting from pitch. On the top here we do have quite a bit of stitching, as you can see. So I'm going to seal this thoroughly right now. Gorilla Sealant Clear, mold resistant, multi-use for showers and bathrooms. So I'm just going to spread that with my finger right across the top. That's job number 1. Job number 2 is I've got several tins of waterproof spray. This is the alcohol-based one I'm told is best for distribution. So this is an alcohol-based one which will dry into the tiny pores of the material. I'm quite sure the material is perfectly waterproof, but you know, to do the seams and give it a layer, there's no harm in doing that. At least you know you're going to be pretty much kept dry. So the porch area I've extended with paracord and daisy chain. With a peg I can make the porch area more ventilation friendly. Tie it back and we're inside. So let's have a look indoors, shall we? Bug free, nicely sealed. On the side panels we have, as in the French army tent, a nice ventilation strip along the sides. Granted there's not a cover over this one, but with the overlap, rain should not be an issue. Do think this is a winner. Big space. Overall, I'm extremely pleased with my purchase. Money is just absolutely top rate quality. A space to rest in, which, okay, you don't get a sort of panoramic view all around you. So as a winter tent, it would do fine if one threw the basha over the top. Let's get back outside and get ready to proof it. I think I'd probably use my plain dark green basha over this should I use it in inclement conditions. But that of course defeats the whole point of travelling light. So this is a summer light kit option. So with the fly sheet at the vestibule end pinned out with a peg and a bit of paracord, it opens up a nice through breeze ventilation, and with the side vents low down there you can feel a nice cool air circulation. And if it got particularly cold in the night, you could always just open up the bug net, unplug the peg outside and pull that close. You'll be as snug as a bug in a rug. So that's it proofed, 2 layers of spray proof and a good liberal layer of mastic sealant. So I'm going to leave this for 24 hours. I might leave my mug and stove outside, and that would suggest to people that there's somebody around. If it all gets stolen, well it does, but it's of no great value. I highly recommend the Kombat tent. I think it's value for money and I'm looking forward to spending a night in it. So until next time, all the best to you and happy summer everybody. Goodbye.